everybody, welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty. And it is time for another movie review. So they seem to have come quicker this time, but I think that's because it's winter time. And on the weekends, we've been watching movies, and on Friday night, I get home from work. Like last Friday, I ordered takeout. I got a pizza because I was just tuckered out. We got a pizza and we had movie night. So we tend to watch movies Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So anyways, I have 6 movies here. It looks like I have 5, but one has a double pack in it. So we watched 6 movies. Yep, 6 movies. And I'm going to go over those with you now. So the first one that we are going to review today is The War with Grandpa. This is a fairly new one. I'm not exactly sure. I need to just like look it up and see beforehand. But it stars Robert De Niro, Uma Thurman, Rob Riggle, and Christopher Walken. So what it is that Robert De Niro is living on his own. His wife just passed away. He's missing her, and he's getting older. And he kind of gets into, not trouble, but you know, fall down or different things without his wife there and without anybody there. And his daughter's decided it's time for him to move in with them. And so she tells her son that he has to move up to the attic because Grandpa's going to move into his room, and his sisters, he has 2 sisters and they have their own room. And then the mom says it's either the basement or the attic, but you have to move up or down to one because Grandpa's going to move into your room. And they all love their grandpa, and the grandpa's a good grandpa, and you know, but the boy goes to school, and of course they tell him, you've got to fight for your room, you got to take it back. And so it's the war between the grandson and grandpa, and they're pulling pranks on each other. So I won't even tell you what the pranks are, but you know, it's back and forth. He does something to grandpa does something to him, and they're fighting back and forth about, the grandpa's not really fighting, but he's wanting his room back, and he's kind of being a little bit of a stinker. And then one day, after they've pulled pranks with each other a million times, Grandpa says, let's go, we're going to go do something, and he takes them out fishing. And they have the best time fishing, and they've created some great memories. And then he's like, Grandpa, never mind, you know, I want you to have my room. And it was, you know, I don't know if it was overrated, because this was my first time to ever watch it. Most of my movies I've watched over and over and over. So this was the first time to watch it. So it was good. It was cute. I wouldn't say that it was like, oh my God, so great. But I definitely would watch it again. I give it a thumbs up. So if you haven't watched it, you know, I would check it out. Okay, this one has been out for quite a while. How Do You Know? And it is with Reese Witherspoon, Owen Wilson, Paul Rudd, and Jack Nicholson. And it's basically that she is a pro baseball player, women's pro baseball player, and this guy is a pro baseball player, and they're kind of a couple. But, you know, he's really into himself. He's kind of arrogant. And the first time they have a night over, he's like, oh, you don't have to wear your dress home. And he's got a whole closet full of every size of pink sweatsuits for women. And she's like, that is so obnoxious. And he's like, why? I'm trying to be helpful. And she's like, really? Like, that's saying how many women you have come in and out of here. And she was, you know, like, that didn't impress her at all. Well, this guy, he has like a crush on her, and she kind of doesn't give him the time of day. And I think he's a reporter. See what happens when you don't watch it for a while? It becomes new. Anyways, but he has a real thing for her, and then she's going back and forth, and then he proposes to her, and she accepts, and then at the last minute she decides that's not what she wants. And he's like, but what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And she's like, you didn't do anything wrong. You really didn't. It's just, she was going with her heart. But it's a cute movie too. It's one of those that's, and I mean, I don't even know what Jack Nicholson did in it. I know, he was his father. Yeah. See, this is why Patty needs to review them right when she watches them. But anyways, it was cute. I've watched it several times because I have it, and I still can't remember. It's like, brain fog. But it was cute. Okay, this one we watch over and over and over. I don't know how many times we've watched it, and I'll always like it. It's just a good movie, and oh my gosh. I was having a brain fart here. It's with Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton, both great actors. And, of course, they're weather chasers and they're twister chasers. And I've watched it over and over again, and I'll always like it. So how many of you have not seen Twister? Really? Like, you need to watch Twister. All right, the next one with Deborah Mason and Dermot Mulroney is The Wedding Date. Oh my gosh, this movie is so cute. And I know this is an old movie because I bought it used at Blockbuster, and Blockbuster hasn't been around for at least 15 years. But anyways, she's going to her sister's wedding, and she was engaged to this guy that was going to be the best man, and they broke up their engagement, and she was embarrassed to go back to go to her sister's wedding single. So she hires this guy to be her date, but nobody knows. They're supposed to just be, like a real couple. And she takes him back there with him. He's so suave and debonair, and everybody's just like, oh my gosh, he's the perfect guy. Well, of course you know what's going to happen, right? They're going to fall in love. And so it's just a great, like, little romance story. It's good, and I've watched it several times. I'll watch it again. Okay, so this is a double feature that there's 2 CDs in here. The first one was First Daughter, this one. And this was a good movie. We had never seen it. And of course, her father is the president. And her father is the president, and it's played, what the heck is his name? Michael Keaton plays her father, and he's the president. And anyway, she wants to go to school in California, to college. And so he's like, well, okay, but you have to take bodyguards with you. And she just wants to live an everyday life. And then she asked her dad, can you please just go down to 2 bodyguards instead of 4, because I can't even do anything with all these bodyguards around. And then she falls for this guy, and he's so cute, and he's so smart and suave, and he's there with her. And then all of a sudden she realizes he works for her father as an undercover cop, and it breaks her heart. Oh, it breaks her heart. And I mean, when it happened in the movie, I was like, oh my gosh, because it was our first time to watch it. And so it was a really good movie. I won't tell you any more than that for it, because I want you guys to enjoy it, and it was such a good movie. And then Post Grad was with, we call her Rory, that used to play on, God, I'm having a hard time remembering today, huh? What's did Rory play on? You know the show, come on. The Gilmore Girls. Good God, Patty. But she's a postgraduate, and she's going out and looking for a job in New York City, and all her classmates are these girls that were, valedictorian and snobby, and so they they both apply at the same place, and the other girl gets it, and she's all bummed out, and so then she's just trying to find another job. She's trying to find her way, and they're kind of making fun of her because she has to go sell luggage in order to pay her bills, and of course her schoolmates are snobs, and then ends up that the snobby girl gets fired from the job. They call her, she gets the job. This is a real light, just, it's almost like a Hallmark movie to me. Very G-rated, you know, kind of predictable, but it was a cute movie, you know. But I really liked The First Daughter, and I would definitely watch that again. So these are some kind of new ones for me. These are both brand new ones for me. Have any of you guys watched them, not watched them? This one, of course, is something I've watched over and over and over. And I've watched this one over and over and over. This one I've watched a few times. And this one was brand new to me as well. So in the comments below, let me know which ones you've watched, which ones you haven't watched. I don't know, maybe I'm making a lot of videos today. Maybe that's why I'm like having a little brain fog here and there. So, yeah, let me know which ones you guys have watched and which ones you haven't watched. I have a slew of movies still to watch on DVDs that I own at home. But I don't like to go too far into it. I used to do them with 10 or 15. That's just too long. So I just like to review when I get to about 5 now. So, and if you guys have a favorite movie, put it in the comments below. A lot of times I've seen them, but sometimes I haven't. And Rusty, I'm still going to get to that Evening Star. I want to do a marathon with Terms of Endearment and then Evening Star in the same weekend. So, all right, you guys, have a great day. Take care, and I'll see you back here real soon. Bye-bye.